Hello all. Today we will start the new module that is support reactions. So what is support reactions? Support reactions. The reactions which is developed at the support. So that is called as support reactions. This reaction word already we learnt in the last module that is equilibrium of forces. So we already know what is reaction. So every action there is a equal and opposite reaction according to the Newton's third law. So after the application of the load, there will be reactions will develop at the every support. So that will be the support reactions which is developed at the support, particularly we're calling as a support reactions. Okay, so support reactions will develop in the any of the structure which is having a support. But in this module, according to your syllabus, we are studying on the beams, right? So the beams, you already know, beams the structures which is going to support, right? It is going to support the other structures in the building or in any other structures. So in the infrastructure you can see beams will be supporting to the roof. In the buildings the beams will be supporting to the roofs. So for that beam, so there will be a support both sides or a single side like that. So in that place in the support, so reactions will develop, right? So in this chapter first, you have a main theory parts is types of supports, types of beams and types of loads. So first, before going to the types of supports, I'll just introduce what is beam, right? So the beam is a structural member having larger length compared to the width subjected to the system of the loads, right? Due to the applying the loads, the reactions will develop at the support because of the loading system. So this is a beam, and the beam looks like the length will be larger compared to the width, compared to the thickness the length will be larger. So that is the introduction of the beam. So now first topic, that is types of support, right? In the types of support, before going, once again you have a definition for a beam. It's a structural element which will withstand load primarily, and it will resist in the bending also, and in the horizontal member having a carrying transverse load, right? Okay, so supports, types of supports, as I told, first we are going to see the types of supports. Okay, types of supports of a beam of the body from moving and help to maintain the equilibrium. The beam can have a different types of supports. Okay, we will see one by one now. First one, simple support. Okay, this you can see the support in the figure. You can see it is just supporting to the beam, right? So the beam is free to move only horizontally and also can rotate about the support. In such a support, you can see only one vertical reaction which is perpendicular to the plane of the support. Here you have to observe the reaction which is developed in the support. See, we have marked R there, right? So that is a reaction. So very important for doing the problems, you have to know what are the reactions developed in a particular support. In the simple support, you can see only one vertical reaction will develop because it is just resting on the support, just the beam is resting, right? So there will be a no chance of moving vertically, right? May there will be chances of there is a free to move horizontally, so that's why that reaction will not be there. Only it will be very much rigidly connected vertically, so that's why their reactions will develop. So it will offer only one vertical reaction. So you can see it is there in the figure, right? Next, roller support. You can see how it will look. This is a support in which a beam rests on a roller which are frictionless and such that a support, the beam is a free to move horizontally as well as it rotate about the support. Here one reaction which is perpendicular to the plane of the roller. Here you can see, guys, the arrow mark which we marked upwards reaction, so that is a reaction developing. So in the roller support you will be having only one vertical reaction, and it can rotate like some 30 to 40 degree, it can rotate easily, right? So only it will develop only one vertical reaction. Next, third one, hinge support. So you can see in the hinge support how it will look. The hinge support, it will look like, it will be a slight difference compared to the roller support. Here you can see two types of reactions, right? One is horizontal reaction and one is vertical reaction. In this case, the end of the beam is restricted, moving horizontally or vertically, but can rotate freely. For hinge support, I can give an example of your doors, right, which is having a hinge in the three places in the your main entrance door, or a windows which having a hinges to open, not a sliding door, open and close. You can see the hinges in the windows also, and you can see hinges in the doors also. You can take that example. So for example, I'll take the door, for example, a main entrance door. That door can't move horizontally, right? It can't move vertically, only it will rotate, right? So that's why, so only it will freely rotate, so that will be, the rotation will be there. So which it it is very much rigidly connected and it will not move, their reactions will develop. So that's why we have one horizontal and one vertical in the hinge support. Next one, fixed support. Okay, you can see how it will look fixed. It is rigidly connected with all the directions. You can see, guys, in the two red color marks I have given, one horizontal reaction, one vertical reaction, and one rotating moment is there. All the three reactions are acting here. I'm telling all the three reactions, where are that equilibrium conditions came from. So it is from the last chapter, right? Last chapter we have studied what are the equilibrium conditions. We have three equilibrium conditions: horizontal forces is equal to 0, sum of vertical forces is equal to 0, sum of horizontal forces is equal to 0, and sum of moment is equal to 0. That are that forces are three main standard equilibrium equations we have. So in the fixed support, you can see it prevents the beam from moving in any of the direction, right? And also prevents rotation of the beam. So it is rigidly connected with horizontal, vertical, and also moment. It won't give any movement horizontally or vertically, and it won't rotate. So definitely it is rigidly connected. So that's why all the three reactions are developing in the place. You can see one is H, one is RV, one is RH, one is EM. So please remember these all the reactions which we studied in the all the types of supports, because we are going to apply this while doing the problems. So in the fixed support, how many reactions we have? Three reactions at each point, right? Okay, in this table you can see together how all the supports look like. Okay, so first one you can see roller support, the hinge support, also called as fixed support, guys. So please remember types of support, how it will be looking, and the reaction force. So please remember, roller support having only one vertical force. Hinge support is also called as a pinch support. You have two reactions, one is horizontal and one is vertical. Fixed support, you will be having all the three reactions, horizontal, vertical, and a moment. And the last one is simple support, having one vertical reaction. So you need to remember this one we are applying in the problems, right? Thank you.